Hi there, students. Jack. Okay, I was asked to make a video about this word, but it's got a huge number of different meanings, so I'll probably suggest taking a pencil and paper and just writing a few notes as the video goes on. Let's see, Jack, first of all, it's a nickname for John, yeah? Hey Jack, what are you doing? As a person called John, but very often Jack as well just refers to some person, yeah? Hey Jack, could you tell me the time? This sounds a little bit American, but very definitely you can use it. So Jack it talks about some random person, yeah? Some typical man. You can also use it to talk about a sailor, yeah, as in a jolly Jack tar, yeah. This is probably a bit old-fashioned, but a Jack, a sailor. Also, while we're talking about people, a lumberjack, yeah. A lumberjack is somebody who cuts down trees. As in Monty Python, I'm a lumberjack and I don't care. Okay, so Jack. Let's see. Let me get to the most common meanings. Okay, when you have a flat tire in your car, yeah, the air's gone out of it, you need to change the wheel. And you need a tool which is called a jack, which lifts your car up. Yeah, I used a jack to jack up my car. Okay, to lift up. And we also use this phrasal verb to jack up informally, meaning to increase. So they've jacked up the price of fuel again. Yeah, to increase something quite radically. They've jacked it up. Okay, if you're playing cards, the jack is the playing card between the 10 and the queen. Yeah, it has a lower value than the king or the queen. Yeah, and this Jack is just this normal person. Yeah, so Jack is a person, but the Jack of clubs, the Jack of hearts. Okay, in games, when you play bowls is where you throw a little ball, a little white ball called the jack, and then you throw the other balls and you try and get them to land near it, yeah, and the person with the ball nearest to the jack, is the winner. Okay, also with pétanque, for example, you have a jack. It's the little ball that you try to get close to it. There's a kids game called Jacks, where you've got these little things with like 6 points coming out of them, or 6, and you have a ball and you throw the ball in the air and you let it bounce and you pick up as many of them as you can before and then catch the ball. Okay, so a kids game, a jack. You could use a jack as in a connector. I was wondering if I've got a free jack here. You use a jack to plug things into something. So my headphones had a 3.5mm jack so that I could plug them into the computer. Yeah, it's a jack, a connection piece between two pieces of electrical equipment. Okay, we also use jack very informally to mean nothing. I know absolutely jack about this. Very often there's absolutely jack shit I can do here. There's absolutely nothing I can do. So jack, an informal meaning of absolutely nothing. So those are the most common ones. Let me go through this again from the beginning and try and cover everything. So a man, a fellow, a bloke. Yeah, hey Jack, could you move out of the way, please? Particularly American. A sailor, a jolly Jack tar. Okay, yes, we've also used the word jack for animals, especially for an ass or a donkey. I'm sure you've heard the word jackass, and Jack talks about the male, or a jackrabbit as well. A jack to lift up the car. He jacked up his car to change the tyre. Okay, and then various other mechanical devices as well. For example, you use to roast meat on an open fire, you use a spit, you use a jack, and you turn it. Okay, in bowls or pétanque, the little ball that you aim at. In with a pair of headphones, the jack, an electrical plug, an electrical connection. Okay. So, wow, Jack. Yes, a flag. Yeah, especially a small flag flown at the bow of a ship. That's the stern at the front, at the bow of the ship. For example, the Union Jack. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that phrase, the British flag. Okay. What else for Jack? Yeah, an American slang word for money. I've got absolutely no Jack. I've got Jack. I've got no Jack. I've got no money. And then this word for a general person. Every man Jack of them left the place. Okay. So to jack as well, to lift up with a jack, or also to steal, to run away with. I'm sure you know the word to hijack, a car jacking, yeah, stealing, yeah, taking away with you, to hijack a vehicle, to carjack a vehicle. Okay, so jack. You could also actually have a jack light. Is like a light to use when maybe you go out fishing at night. You might use a jack light. So let's go through them again. Yeah, because there's so many of them. So a jack to lift up your car. The jack of hearts, the jack of spades, a jack to plug in your headphones or to connect something. Hey Jack, which way is it to the town? A jack, or jacks, this game where you pick up the jacks and then catch the ball. The jack in bowls, the target ball. Jack talking about money. Okay, a small flag, the Union Jack. Okay, a sailor, Jolly Jack Tar, or a lumberjack, he cuts down trees. A male animal, a jackrabbit or a jackass. You can also actually have jackies, I think a family of a special group of fish as well, like a jack mackerel. A jack for roasting meat on a spit. The target ball in bowls as well. Wow, what a lot of words. Okay, yeah, a jack can also actually be a leather armor, yeah? A leather thing that you wear to stop yourself getting hurt, yeah? A padded jack, a jack of chain mail. So, wow, what a lot of words. Formality. I'm going to have to go through all of these again with the origin as well. So starting with this leather armor. This actually comes from French, from the word Jacques, which means a peasant. Yeah, and a jack is normally a piece of armor for a poor person. Then the other origin. Okay, and formality to that word, I'd probably give it a 6 in formality. Then we have the name Jack that comes from the name John. Yeah? Hey Jack, This is a bit informal. I'll give it a 4 in formality. A Jack tar as a sailor, 4 in formality from the name again. Okay, so a car jack, to jack up your car. This is 5 in formality, use it anywhere. But notice the phrasal verb to jack up the price. Yeah, to jack up the difficulty. This is informal, 3.5. This also, I think, comes from the name. Okay, yes, a jack to roast meat with. I would give that a 5 in formality. Use it anywhere. A jack to plug in your headphones, 5 in formality. Use it absolutely anywhere. Jack of hearts, jack of spades, 5 in formality. Not a problem. The jack in bowls, 5 in formality. Use absolutely anywhere. To jack meaning to steal, to hijack, to carjack. This, I think the word jack on its own in this is informal as well. And while we're at it, there is also a phrasal verb to jack off, meaning to masturbate, but that's very informal as well. Jack, nothing. I don't know Jack. I know Jack about this. Informal, 3.5. I've got no jack. I've got no money. 3.5 informality. Wow. A male animal, a jackass or a jack rabbit. A male animal kept particularly for breeding. 5 informality. Use anywhere. Oh, that's a good one. A jack is also a name for a pike, a young pike. A pike is a type of aggressive freshwater fish, yeah, that eats other little fishes. He's a pretty nasty creature. To jack up, to increase, to raise. To jack, to steal, as I said, informal. Okay, I also actually missed this one. A jackfruit. It's an enormous, great big fruit that when it's ripe, it tastes very nice. If it's not ripe, it tastes very insipid and tastes of absolutely nothing. I've even got a video of a jackfruit somewhere. An enormous, great big thing. The game of jacks. This is neutral as well. Okay, I'm not going to go through this again. I think that's more than enough. So we've looked at the word jack. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Jack of all trades.